Welcome to my channel. If it's the first time you're joining me, welcome. Please go and click on subscribe and follow. You'll see there's playlists, so if you're only joining to see how to propagate plants, you can just follow that playlist. Or if you want to look at the vegan baking, you can just follow that playlist. Then you don't have to go through all my videos to find what you're looking for. So today I'm going to show you something that is mind-blowingly awesome. It is so special and it is so awesome. I make them by the tons. I give them as gifts. They're hanging all over my garden. I absolutely love them. They're ornamental. And that is this, the sweet potato. So you may know, or you may not know, that if you leave this, you just put it in your fridge and you forget about it, then in time, this is going to happen. It's going to actually start growing. And then if you leave it a little bit longer, then this is going to happen. It's actually going to become a plant. So you can either plant that into open soil in your vegetable garden, and it will in time, after a few months, give you sweet potatoes. Or if you want ornamental sweet potatoes, I'm going to show you now what it looks like, then you can actually do that. You've got this lovely green plant that you can hang, that's full of bright green colors. If you put it in the shade, I've noticed that they grow better in the shade when they are ornamental. When they are in the sun, they tend to wilt a little bit, but that is when you want to grow sweet potatoes. So I've completed one, so that you can see what it actually looks like. Look at that. That is so awesome. From the humble sweet potato. So it's so easy to do this. It's so easy to do this. I'm going to show you two ways how to do this quickly. And in no time you will have the most beautiful sweet potatoes hanging in your garden. So the mix that I use, I take a pot. The mix that I use is 1 part potting soil, 1 part peat moss, and 1 part compost. That's just a nice fertile mix that retains water, so that's the mix that I use. You can use any mix that you prefer, but this is the mix that works best for me. So you've got two options to get your little plants growing. You can take your sweet potato, you can put it in the fridge, in the vegetable drawer, and you can forget about it. You can check on it maybe once every 2 weeks or so on, and then you'll see it starts forming little shoots, little plants like that. Okay? Then if you leave it even longer, this is going to happen. You don't have to leave it in the fridge. You can also leave it, outside, but in a dark place. That's cool. Not too much sun, then they tend to rot. But you can experiment. You can experiment. Sweet potatoes are mostly cheap, so you can experiment. If it doesn't work, you just chuck it on the compost heap so it doesn't go to waste. The problem with this is, this doesn't have roots. It's only the plant. There's no roots. You can still use this. So I'm first going to show you this one. So this one is not really ready to plant yet. It's not enough. So what you're going to do with this one now, there it is. So that piece there, I'm going to cut off with a sharp knife. And this is going to become a new plant. I'll show you how to do that now. Okay. Now you'll see the bottom part doesn't have roots. So the only thing I do is I just remove some of the bottom part. Not all of it, just some, like that. Roots is going to form there. All you do is you take this, you take your soil, you make a little hole, you put that in there, and you cover it up. Like that. Just like that. That's all you do. Sorry. Now you're going to water that. You're going to hang it. This is a hanging basket. I just have to put the handles on. You're going to water it, and you will see within a few days, new shoots are going to start growing, and you're going to have your plant. Then there's another way that actually works a little bit better. And that is, you take this part now. You take a container, and you put this in the container, and you add it up with a little bit of water so that the bottom part, about that deep, is covered in water, okay? Now the problem with this is it tends to rot. So what you need to do is maybe once a week, just take out the water, wash the container out, rinse the sweet potato under water so that you don't get mold and rot. Then, this is actually fascinating. I was away for a month and I left this in my windowsill. It didn't get any water, nothing. I just left it there and look what happened. Look what happened. They just grew. I mean, this is so amazing. Sorry, this is so amazing. So your little sweet potato that you put into the water is eventually going to look like this. There's roots. Okay, that's awesome. Some of them will rot. You can just take that out and you can chuck it on your compost heap, then it doesn't go to waste. So I'm going to add one in here because I only have one. I usually put about 3 in just to make sure that it's nice and full. So I'm just going to just dig a little hole. You just put it in and there you go. I'm going to take another one. Just dig a little hole. You put it in, you cover it up with soil, and there it's done. It's as easy as that. It's really as easy as that. So that's how you make an ornamental sweet potato. This is not going to form sweet potato because the container is not deep enough. In time, I suppose small ones will be forming at the bottom, but that is not why I'm making this. This is ornamental. So in time, you can take them out, you can put them in your vegetable garden. What is lovely about this, it's absolutely beautiful to look at, and if you make this pot full, if you put like 3 or 4 in, what's going to happen eventually is the pot is going to become so full and it's going to be hanging down and it's absolutely beautiful. So there you go, it's as easy as that, and it is a beautiful gift to somebody that's not going to cost you a lot of money. You can use it with just buy a sweet potato and just do it. Please make them, post photos in the comments of how yours look, and happy gardening. I hope you enjoy this and I hope to see your photos soon. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye bye.